Well, speaking of motorcycle gangs,
here we go.
You actually pitched an idea for a show about motorcycle gangs to FX.
FX.
They turned you down, and lo and behold, Sons of Anarchy comes out.
Yes.
How pissed off were you when you saw that show?
I had a meeting. Well, the people representing me had a meeting with John Landgraf and Nick Rad, who was the vice president of FX, and they brought this, show, and they pitched the idea, and they thought about it. Like 10 days later, they says, you know what, we're not going. We don't want to do a motorcycle show, and we pass. Next thing you know, a year later, we go with this different representation to try again. They said, look, we can't take the meeting. We're already working on a motorcycle show. I said, well, where'd you get the idea from? So what happened was, of course, Kurt Sutter was working on the Shield with FX. And, I always said my show was called, Wild Angels. It was about a bike club. And I says, I think they took the show from me, and I tried to sue them, and I lost summary judgment.
Right, you sued them for $5 million.
$5 million, yeah.
But the summary judgment was ruled in their favor, ultimately.
Well, what happened was the judge, I came in, I had a great judge, actually. And the judge, we went to the chambers, look, I want this settled. I don't want to go to court. Settle this with, FX and everything else. And he would take off his robe. He had a leather vest on. The guy. He was an older guy, big guy, and we always got along well. And the next thing you know, they changed judges on me. Now, I went with my lawyer. FX went with 5 different lawyers from 5 different law firms. And they'd come in and, show all kinds of things, and I showed my thing, and they wound up changing judges on me. Like 2 years into or probably a year and a half into the lawsuit. So I went to court, and the judge says, I don't think they stole Mr. Zito's idea. I think it was self-created, case dismissed. And I said, look at this. It just goes to what money and power does. So I says, I'm going to appeal it. So we put an appeal in. 2 days later, my lawyer calls me, goes, Kurt Sutter wants to meet you, face to face. And I said, great, great. What alley does he want to meet me in, He goes, no, he wants to talk to you. I said, about what? He goes, well, he's probably going to apologize to you because he said something on his, of course, the computer there says, Chuck Zito, FS actor, he thinks he's going to sue me and my client. I mean, my partner's a lot bigger than him. He's a bigger outlaw than him, Rupert Murdoch. Right? I said, okay.
Rupert Murdoch that's a big deal, though.
He's a big deal, man. He's a big deal. So I said, okay. So I said, okay, I'll meet him. Tell him Beverly Hills Cafe Roma. Now, I was working with Charlie Sheen at the time. He gives Charlie Sheen a Sons of Anarchy jacket. Charlie gives it to me. I wear it to the meeting. But he had a little tag on it, said Charlie on the bottom, right?
That's funny.
So I go and I meet him. He comes up to me, he goes, Mr. Zito, look, first of all, I said, wait a minute. I said, how do you like my jacket? Just to show him how much I love your show. And he looks at it. And he said, that's Charlie's jacket? I said, yeah, he gave it to me. So we sit down and we start talking. Now I'm ready. And, me, I'm just ready to beat everybody up, right? So we start talking. And he goes, I want to apologize because I said something derogatory about somebody I never met. But I was after seeing you in the, in the transcripts there, having transcripts, I knew you were a serious person. I said, I'm serious as a heart attack, man. My first thing was to come here and knock you the fuck out,
Did he come with a bodyguard or anything?
No, he came by himself.
Okay.
No, he's got balls, man. Let me tell you something.
I would have taken that meeting by myself, but okay. I would have brought a bodyguard with me. I'm just saying. Someone who's pissed off, I probably wouldn't even gone to the meeting. But had I gone to the meeting, I would have armed security with me.
Now, we sit down. I got to tell you, 10 minutes later, I like the guy. It was like we knew each other for 20 years. He offered me a part in the show.
Right. You were in the 5th season. Yeah, as Frankie Diamonds.
Frankie Diamonds. Now, what happened was my lawyer is telling me to take it because now they're going to pay my lawyer because my lawyer's not making money unless I win the case.
Right.
He took it on contingency.
Yeah.
So he's not getting paid. They were going to pay his whole salary or whatever he was going to charge, get if he won. But they spent $3 million on 5 lawyers.
Wow.
They should have just gave me the money, and I would have just, okay, great. I would have walked away. So I wound up working on the 5th season of Sons of Anarchy as Frankie Diamonds.
Right.
And guess what? I told him, I guarantee it'll be the highest rated season you ever had. Not only was it the highest rated season, it was the highest rated season of FX, period. So, but my lawyer should have advised me because they just signed for 3 more years, which is unheard of. That show was a great show. Yeah. They signed it for 3 more years.
And they had the spinoff of the Mayans.
Yeah. They signed for 3 more years. My lawyer should have told me, look, you can't kill him off. He's a main character, and he's on the show for the next 3 years. Because it would have been great for me. I would have, instead, in the 5th season, the episode, I get killed. So really, I wasn't there long enough to make enough money.
Yeah.
And all these guys go to all these Comic-Cons. Still to this day, they're making money.
Yeah.
Selling, whatever, their books, they're, signing autographs, posters, everything. Till this day, everybody's making money off that show. But I wasn't in it long enough to make that kind of money, which I wish I was. But if I knew they signed for 3 more years, I would have said, look, I'm a main character. If not, I appeal it. That's it. And I think they would have just gave me the 3 years, But me and Kurt Sutter, we became friends. He was actually a nice guy.
Yeah.
Smart guy, and he had balls, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, man, listen, I would have taken that meeting with you. I'm just letting you know right now. If you're ever pissed off at me in the future, if you want to meet up, I'm not coming alone. I'm letting you know right now.
So I got to get you today while there's nobody here.
That's right. Yeah, you got to get at me right now.
Don't piss me off now. Don't piss me off. Let's stop talking about the club, man.
Yeah, I'm all done with that.
Oh, you're all done? Thank you.
Okay.